Hello guys, welcome back again. So I've got I don't know how long this video is going to be. I think it's probably actually going to be quite long, but today's video is again just another more rambly sort of video. I'm going to be going through my eyeshadow palette collection, which is reasonably large. I haven't added to it since, God, I think the last time the newest one I have is from Christmas 2022. I really want to say 2022 was the last time I got any new makeup, but so yeah, I thought I'd start with the smaller ones. So I have a bigger version of this one, but it's called Baby Eclipse. I have the full-sized version as well, but it's this really shiny. It's a bit dirty just because it's been sort of, with this one I'll put the shades on from the full palette and then carry this around like in my bag or something so I can redo the eyeshadow. It's got 8 of the shades from the actual palette. It's by the company W7. Honestly, they're really hit and miss with eyeshadow W7 because I find this palette isn't really very good, but I'll talk more about these palettes later, but these ones are really good. So they're a bit hit and miss, but I didn't really like this one. So the shades it has are Luna, Big Dipper, Astronomy, Zodiac, Oracle, can't pronounce that, Hercules and Orion. So you can see the most used shade in that palette there, but I quite like the shade Zodiac and the shade Astronomy. I find that they're the strongest there. The shade Luna and Big Dipper are quite good. So that is that one. That's just a small one. So I use this next one a lot. Like, I wear this most days. I'm not wearing it today, but it is this Beetlejuice X Revolution palette. Again, it's really dirty because I use it a lot, but it's got this really cool looking beetle shaped mirror, and it's like red and black. It's got, the shades are really good in this as well. They are called Deets, Beetle, Darkroom, Strange, Unusual, Utterly Alone, Prince Valium, Want to Get In, and Lydia. I had to rub some of the eyeshadow off, but obviously the most used shade is our Want to Get In, which is this nice gold shade there. So I really like that palette. It's just a small one, but it's really good. It's got about 9. It's a pressed pigment one. I have a highlighter palette from that collection as well, and that's all I have from that collection, but that's also really good, the highlighters. Just got a notification. So the next one, this one again I've had for a while, but it is a Academy of Colour. That's another really good company. I've got quite a lot from them, but it is it's called In Your Eyes. It's an eyeshadow palette. It is in fact broken. I just got another notification. Love that. It is in fact broken, but this has just got a bunch of pink shades. They're not really named, but they're just I've had this palette for a long time now, as you can see by how broken it is. But it's got these really cool swatches of all the shades, but it's just got some different pinks. I really like this one for just natural looks and stuff. So it's another good one. I really, really love this next palette. This is a Small Revolution Makeup Revolution London one. It's got all these pretty little gold butterflies, and it opens up. It's got this really long mirror, all these different golds and pinks, and I love this. I love that palette. It's really pretty as well. I love that gold packaging with the butterflies on. I think it's just... This next one is by Sunkissed, and I don't really like Sunkissed's products that much. Let me demonstrate why I don't really get along with this one. Let's try, how about this really sort of vibrant looking pink? See that? On the skin, that's very vibrant, that's very dark, that's very, very coloured. But when you put it on your actual eyes, nothing. Literally nothing shows up on the skin. So it's good for when I'm trying to do like a more toned down look where I don't want to do too much. It's called, I think it's called something dusk. The name's rubbed off, but this one isn't great. And then this one I can only use, I'm gonna dare to open it, but it is pressed glitter. It is by Technic. And I use this, I wear this a lot at like concerts and stuff, but the thing is, it goes everywhere. I remember wearing it to a Youngblood concert in Liverpool a couple of years back, and I did this like teardrop look. It looked really cool because there was like blue and like purple fluorescent lights in the place, and when I came back I had glitter all over me. I was finding it in my hair, in my shoes. It was this blue, but it went everywhere. It was so funny. So that stuff I use very rarely, but it is good for like concerts, and I don't go to parties, but it is good for like parties. Then these two are the W7 palettes that I actually do quite like from there. They are very hit and miss with their palettes. The bigger palettes aren't really great, but these small ones are good. Like I've got a face palette from them as well that I got for my birthday recently, and the blush and the contour on that is really good. So this is a glittery one called Show Off, and it had a brush in it as well. Their palettes tend to come with brushes, but as you can see I've used the pink in this one a lot. But it's got Fantasy, Flirt, Icon, Pose, Ruler, Loud, VIP, Flash, Proud, Attitude, Parade, Boast, Influence and Rebel are the shade names. I love when like these things have shade names, but it's really like sparkly as well. I'm getting like glitter all over my hands, but I like this palette. I use it quite a lot. And then this one is called Nudification. It's just like a natural sort of palette. There's not really much to say about this one other than it's good for like natural looks and stuff, I find. This next one's another one I've had for a while. It is a Lorac Revival. It's actually like, it's furry. I think it's an interesting choice, but this one I've had for a while, as you can see by the quite sorry state of the mirror. But it has got Rebirth, Thrive, Timeless, Awaken, Ancient Error, Faint, Embrace, Tonic, Renewal, Renaissance, Ive, Spirit and Vitality in it. Whoops, I just dropped that. But I quite like this one. I feel like for like a more natural palette, it's got some really vibrant shades in it, so I quite like that. So the next lot of palettes are the bigger palettes, and I'm going to start, actually no, I'm not going to start with this one. I'm going to start with the smaller one, which is the bigger version of the Baby Eclipse, and it's called Total Eclipse. It has 18 shades this time. Again, it came with a brush. It's got Orbit, Galaxy, Lunar, Big Dipper, Astronomy, Zodiac, Milky Way, Solar, Oracle, that one I can't pronounce, Hercules, Orion, Latitude, Little Dipper, Horizon, Constellation, Bronze Age, and Andromeda. I don't know. I don't really like this palette as much because I find it's just not really very pigmented at all, so I don't know, I don't really find myself using this one as much, but oh well. It's alright, you know, it's not terrible. This next one is the Nikita Dragon X Morphe palette. It's the only, no, tell a lie, I own 3 influencer palettes. I used to be quite into like the beauty community, mostly, I will confess, for the drama, not really for the makeup. And Nikita Dragon was quite the controversial figure in the end, but I do love the packaging of this palette. I think it's stunning. And it hasn't got a mirror, but it's got that like Morphe logo. It's got all the, I love shades like Metamorphosis, and that just looks really cool to me, but the shades are Nicholas, Augmented, Shapeshifter, Prima Donna, Seduction, Temptation, Nasty, Fatal. It's got a lot of shades. The names on this one are quite interesting. Let's just say, if anyone knows, I think it's NYX Cosmetics that do the really like odd shade names. I'm sorry, my brother is downstairs like cooking something and he's being really loud right now, so. But I really like that Metamorphosis shade. I'll swatch it now actually. So it's like this cool grey purpley colour, and Full Fantasy is another one that I think looks quite cool. My arm's gonna look really good after this video. Oh well. So I absolutely love this next palette. Bought this in, I think it was 2023. It is Revolution. It is Patricia Bright, who is a British makeup influencer, I believe. I didn't actually know this was an influencer palette when I bought it, so it's got 28 shades and a lot of them are very sparkly, and as you can see it's very beaten up because I have used it a lot. Like, I can't even read the shade names on here, I'm not even gonna try. But it's got these really good like glitter shades that I use a lot, I have to say. I do use this one quite a lot, but it's like a tin material as well, so this next one was the like first ever eyeshadow palette I actually like owned. I remember I got it during lockdown. It is a Colour Studio branded Beauty Glaze. This is quite a simple eyeshadow palette. It's just your basic sort of, oh whoops, with all the colours and things, and I've had this for a while now, but this was the first one that I got in the collection. Was used for many of the strange makeup looks that 13-year-old me did, but there you go. This next one this one's a more simple one. It doesn't actually have a shade in it, it has like a brand name on, so I'm not sure. But this one has had some wear and tear, as you can see by the cracked mirror. And it's just got all of these like really natural sort of low-key shades, which I like. When you're trying to do something a little bit. My fingers are covered in eyeshadow, but this one has had quite a lot of wear and tear over the years. This is made obvious by the cracks in the mirror there, but there is that. So I have, this is quite a controversial figure, I have the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. I'm going to be fully honest and say that this was not worth the 45 quid it cost me. When it comes to Jeffree's cosmetics, they are so overrated. Like, you're paying for the name when you pay for this stuff. I think you're not actually paying for the quality, because the shades are really pigmented. Like, I know everyone says, oh my god, the pigment's so good, but they stain, and they stain badly. And to be fair with this palette, they are blue shades. Like, all blue shades are going to stain the skin, but the fallout when you put this on your face is horrific. Like, it just goes everywhere. That's why I don't really use it that often. I do like it because I do like blue eyeshadow, like, I think because I've got blue eyes, it's quite good. But I do love the packaging though, I have to say. I kept the box it came in because it came in this really cool blue box for ages and ages and ages. I don't have it anymore though, but I do love this packaging. I think the attention to detail is quite good. But I don't know. Who knows, maybe I just got a flunky product, but I don't use this often, to be honest. So that is the full collection, but yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.